Is Festive Grease the most useless item introduced in the DLC? Well, the short answer is yes, but the long answer is also yes. Seriously, it's hard to understand the point of this thing besides fluff. Festive Grease is a new craftable item that coats your weapon for 60 seconds, providing an on-hit buff that gives you 25 runes every time you hit something. It also provides a flat 100 holy damage buff for your weapon. On paper, this sounds okay, but let's do some quick math. On the extremely optimistic side, let's assume you can hit something 2 times per second, which is 50 runes, every second for 60 seconds. And that gives us a whopping 3,000 runes. The common recommended level to play the DLC is level 150. To get to level 151, you need to spend 153,000 runes. Okay, but it also gives holy damage buff. That's gotta be worth it, right? Well, the DLC also introduced Golden Grease, which adds 120 holy damage to your weapon attacks. But the Festive Grease is probably easier to craft, right? Well, no, not at all. Golden Grease requires a knot resin and a shadow sunflower found in abundance all over the DLC. Festive Grease requires a knot resin and a blessed bone shard, a rare crafting material that has a 1 to 2% drop chance from Mesmer soldiers and Black Knights. You can also use the blessed bone shards to craft a consumable version of Golden Vow and a better warming stone, the Sun Warmth Stone. Using it to craft Festive Grease feels just a little wasteful to me. The grease seems to be a reference to the festival happening in Windmill Village. The celebrant weapons you can farm here provide 10 to 20 runes per hit, which means you could stack the bonuses for a crazy 45 runes per hit. Even with this and using wild strikes, it amounted to about 3,600 runes, which is also what you get from spinning chain on the flail. It doesn't even stack with gold scarab. The one good thing is that holy damage is effective for many fights in the DLC, and it's still a damage buff. You could use it in the arena or let your mimic use it for free, but there is almost always going to be a better weapon buff to use. And for runes, there are much better options.